Hey guys, it's McGann with more Coco speculations! Today I'm talking about animals and kids. Now please keep in mind that this is a theory based on the world created in Disney Pixar's movie Coco, and not a theory specifically about Latin American culture. Coco is all about Mexican culture, but not all Mexican culture is really what you see in Coco. So all A is B, but not all of B is A. Okay, so a big question I see a lot is, why aren't there kids in the land of the dead? Well, there are. There's at least one on the bridge and a whole family here at the government facility. Quick pause here, but I used to live in El Paso, which smashed against the border of Mexico, and the security in the land of the dead is more strict than actually crossing the Mexican border. Seriously, you don't need an ID or anything to get into Mexico. As long as you never want back in the US, that's it. Crossing the border from Mexico into Texas is a lot more complicated. But I think the reason that we don't see a lot of kids in Coco is because the Day of the Dead is actually the Days of the Dead, technically. In many areas, November 1st is a day primarily dedicated to remembering children, and November 2nd is the day to remember adults. So, if Miguel's family history was fortunate enough to not have anyone die as a child, then the living family would probably have their big celebration on November 2nd. So, when we're seeing the Land of the Dead, we're looking at the place on November 2nd, meaning all of the dead kids would have already been running around and partying on the 1st. So, of course we don't see that many dead youth, because they're all worn out from the day before, and now it's the dead adults' turn to cut loose. Easy solution. Now, onto the animals. I found it really weird that all the skeletons freaked out when they saw human Miguel. I mean, okay, he shouldn't be there and all, so you might gasp or be confused, but why are these dead people screaming like they've never seen a living person before? It's literally the Day of the Dead where these people were just visiting their families. Calm down, guys. Anyways, Miguel made people plots, but no one batted an eye at Dante. Not even Frida, after she realized that Dante was not a spirit guide. So why does it freak the dead out so much to see a person, but a living dog is no big deal? Well, it seems to revolve around theft. If there really is a rule saying that you cannot steal from the dead on the Day of the Dead, then Dante is in big trouble because he ate this turkey or chicken leg thing that Miguel threw to him off of an offering plate. And because no one takes notice of Dante, I'd wager that this type of thing happens a lot, meaning tons of hungry, thieving animals end up in the land of the dead every time the Marigold Bridge is open. Animals don't have standards. They don't care who the food is intended for. They just know that they're hungry. So that would mean that all of these spirit guides started out as regular animals who didn't get the proper blessing before sunrise and died, or rather became spirit animals by default since there were no skeleton pets hanging around. That would explain why Dante was so panicked to change, because it was involuntary and almost like a punishment for stealing from the dead. And that covers why Dante and Pepita are shown crossing back over to the land of the living as a regular dog and cat. It's because they now have a greater purpose to serve the human race when and where they're needed the most. So the animals aren't quite dead, they're just kind of cursed with, having a higher calling to help humans now? Weird, but it kind of works. It might not be reality, but theories are more fun.
Fan mail, shout out. Fan mail, shout out.
Yay, it's time for another shout out to Sydney from Houston. I was having a really bad day, then I got mail from Sydney and it was so sweet. So I'm sending fangirl stickers and such to you, Sydney, and there's some extras in there for your friend Winona. Thanks for watching, you two. Love you. And if you'd like to mail me something, I have my P.O. Box address on my main channel page in the About section. I'm not going to put it in the video in case it changes in the future, but it will be in the About section on my channel page on YouTube, so thank you. Well, that's all I have for now, but this video's not quite over yet. I get a lot of comments that say, do a theory on this topic, but I've already done those theories. So please consider going to my main channel page and clicking on the video tab so that way you can see everything I've done. You will probably find a lot of things you like that you never even knew that I posted. I want to let you know that I also have two other channels, Say Halo Goodbye Gaming and the Fanily Family Vlogs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed enough to hit subscribe and share. I can use all the help I can get to let other people know that this channel exists. And if you made it this far, leave me a comment that says something like, "Hey, I made it to the end," and then let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. I can't make any promises, but the more people that request something, the more I can look into it. Okay, well, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.